I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
Hi, Richard. Camp official. Let's go. Two big stories from camp. This is going to take the whole show, these two stories. First, no hitting. Mike McCarthy says no tackling in camp outside of the preseason games. No real
Go
hitting.
ahead. Go ahead. Ask me about that. Go ahead.
I'm one that said that especially the starters don't ever need to hit. You're one that has been one of these, you got to be ready to play, all that first day. Tell me your thoughts.
No, my thoughts are I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it because remember, how many times do we hear, well, we're going to have a great year if Aaron Rodgers doesn't get hurt. So, right? And why do we then put him in a line of danger to get hurt? Why do we do that? You shouldn't have to do that. Same with TJ Watt. Same with everybody else. Why? Training camp, to me, gives them an opportunity, no hitting, gives them an opportunity to focus more on the fundamentals, structures, and systems. Okay?
I'm with you.
And if I have to teach TJ Watt how to I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I have to teach TJ Watt.
It's cable TV.
If I have to teach TJ Watt how to tackle, then he's not the right guy for me. He knows how to tackle. Okay? But when we're talking about a new system and new everything, man, let's develop that chemistry because I'm not saying don't do it in preseason games. I'm saying in training camp.
Yes.
Right? Because then you go to the next level, which is the preseason games. And I have an opinion about that also for our skill positions.
How much do those guys need to play?
Not. Last game, warm it up. That's it.
I'm kind of with you on that. The thing about
because we always come down to injury.
Yes.
And who manages their injuries the best? I'm going to give you a perfect example. Completely off topic. A young man playing for the LA Lakers now named Adu, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Adu, great kid, great family. Adu has been getting hurt, right? And he's got tremendous superstar potential, but he's been getting hurt. I saw what he did. He beefed up, he bulked up, he trained. He's a monster now. And you know why that? It's not just the training part. It's going to be reducing the injury probabilities. He's going to be great. And that's why, because he's managing the ability to stay healthy. And I think that's a big part of the Pittsburgh Steelers' success as we go forward. So that's a real passion point for me.
I'm with you 100%. The only thing that it does do, and I'm not part of this group, but and it's a big if the Steelers miss a tackle here and there, they don't get somebody down in the first couple games, people will try to draw a direct line as to, well, this is what happened. But I think that in terms of syncing up the offense and things, you can get a ton accomplished by you don't need to hit. And Mike McCarthy knows what he's doing, especially offensively.
He does. What I don't know, and that's just my opinion looking at it today. What I don't know is if that is Mike McCarthy's signature, if he's done that.
He's evolved.
Oh, he has? Okay.
Yeah, he's been one of the guys.
I don't know. That's the other thing. I didn't know that. But it doesn't matter to me. I like what he's doing. I mean, he's taking this with a common sense approach, I think. Practices at 11, not 3. 3 is the hottest. What? We got to prove you're a man.
The other part of it,
what?
And this will speak to your heart because you are a man of routine. You like doing this time, that day, the next time, this day.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know one of the reasons why he said they're practicing at 11? Because that's what time they practice during the regular season. So why would things get askew during the preseason? He wants to start to simulate the regular season now. Why would you practice at this time in the preseason, then switch it? The season starts now, so make it 11 o'clock now.
I agree. I really do. And that's the common sense approach that I think he's taking to this. And, his age, his experience level, his demeanor, it speaks so well to complement what Aaron Rodgers is and what everybody around him expects. I'm really,
it makes
really
me
high on this team.
I need to get this off my chest before we get into quarterbacks. I don't know if Mike McCarthy will win games or lose games or whatever, but with all this kind of stuff, it makes me even more upset at the people the day he was announced that he was going to be the coach.
Oh yeah.
that immediately bagged the guy.
Yeah.
It just, because I don't know if he's going to be successful. They don't know if he's going to be a failure. But to immediately hammer the guy as being awful and not being the right hire and whatever, the stuff that he's doing from a logistical standpoint and the logical standpoint, it makes me even more. Those people might end up being right, but they don't know it that day. And to just hate him to hate him, that even makes me more upset.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, and these people don't know what the hell they're talking about. I love Mike. Greenfield. My dad grew up on Montclair Street in Greenfield. My brother-in-law, Pat Olivo, who I absolutely hate, went to St. Rosalia's, and I believe with Mike. So, I mean, Pat, I love you. You know that. There's so much to like about this. And, is he going to win? I mean, time will tell. But he definitely has assembled some good chess pieces.
All right, now we got the quarterback situation.
Yep.
Obviously, he said Rodgers going to take the snaps with the ones.
Yep.
Then Mason Rudolph, then Will Howard. But is he crazy like a fox? And this is why I say this. If there is an injury in camp at another camp, anywhere, any other team, is that in effect to sort of showcase Mason Rudolph just a little bit and have him ready, fresh, and whatever, and deliver him on a platter to somewhere else because he's ready to be sent somewhere else?
I mean, there's an argument to be made for that. I understand that logic. But then again, remember, we're here to win football games. And so, they probably are thinking that Mason Rudolph experience level, and you know how I feel about Mason Rudolph. I'm out.
Yeah, you're not in on him, no.
I mean, no, I'm not. And he can throw a long ball.
Yeah, well,
32 other quarterbacks.
So could Jeff George, right?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm sorry. So that could be a draft. That could be a ploy, but I think it's also a picture of where they are right now with what they believe. And yes, if Aaron Rodgers went down today, Mason Rudolph would be a logical choice.
Well, I think if Aaron Rodgers goes down, they're in trouble either way.
I'm not so sure I believe that.
No? Who do you think? You think that Will Howard would be okay?
I haven't seen him play yet. I would think that I would trust what Aaron Rodgers has said and what Mike McCarthy has said, that he can play. And I don't think would be too poor. We would be doing poorly by having him play. And hey, Ben Roethlisberger was a rookie,
right?
And Drew Aller, to me, I think he could do the same thing. So I think your number 2 and number 3 quarterbacks, I think they're not Mason Rudolph.
Well, they're going to have to get rid of one of them. I mean,
yeah.
Aller to the practice squad.
I would not waste the draft pick by Drew Aller. I mean, if you give up on him, you're crazy.
Well, that's the thing that throws a wrench into all of this. I just don't think they're going to waste a draft pick and not keep him around.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the plan will be to really try to develop him. And again, Ben was a rookie. I mean,
he sat around until there was an injury.
Tommy Maddox went down in Baltimore. I remember him well.
So I was
so happy.
It's going to be, and here's the other thing, and we hardly ever have this in sports going into a situation. We already understand a finality and an end point with Aaron Rodgers. It's not up for debate. It's not, is he going to? He definitively said that again yesterday. This is it. So prepare yourself for the future, pretty much.
I love Aaron. I love what he said. And you can tell he's just being, the sarcasm's great. I mean, he's got a dry sense of humor, but when they asked him about that, and he said, yeah, the wife told me I could play one more year.
Right. Well,
but I liked how he called her the wife.
Well, then, and I mean this in all sincerity, there needs to begin a development of next year's starting quarterback.
I think you're seeing it. I think you're seeing it already.
I would hope.
Yeah, I think you're seeing it already.
Yeah. So you're so high on this team.
I am. But I mean, there's not a position that I think we're bad at. I love the rearrangement of the offensive line. I think, that as the offensive line goes, so do we.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I'm nervous about Joey Porter. I keep hearing all these wonderful statistics, but
Interesting business decision yesterday by him. He's not on the injury report. He's not on the injury report. There's a contract sort of flub, and then all of a sudden he's on the injury report. It certainly reeks of a ploy by him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hold in, right?
Yeah,
a hold in. I mean, I think everybody's so high on him. He should be able to command a pretty stout contract. But
well, that's the thing about Joey Porter, and I think this is the gazillion-dollar question with Joey Porter. Is he very good when measured against the other corners in the league, or is he just the best you got? And I think that's a very fair question to ask about him. So
I feel disloyal having that conversation because Joey Jr. Went to school with my son.
I mean, you've known him since he was a little kid.
We have, and then he played for Ken Wisenhunt at Penn State. So I have a hard time with that. I would really like to see more before we give him that huge contract.
But he also knows.
But he can get it anywhere.
He also knows his worth and the bargaining power is right now.
Yes. Exactly.
So I can't begrudge him for that.
No, I can't either. No. Never begrudging. It's just how much are we willing to gamble, right?
Well, I don't even know if it's willing. It's you have to play ball with the Joneses and keep up with the Joneses if you want to be the Joneses. And that's where the Steelers are with this. They're just going to have to pay worth.
Yeah, I think they will.
It's going to be one of those things, whether it's tomorrow or whether it's the day before the end of camp. Joey Porter's going to be in one of those meeting rooms at St. Vincent. He and Omar are going to be at a table, and you're going to get that picture of him signing the contract. And they figure out backloading money, moving somebody else's contract, doing this, extending years, all that kind of stuff. And it'll be both sides it'll be amenable to both sides. They'll get what they want out of it.
If they franchised him, what would that number be?
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't even look at the average of what that position is. I don't think that's something. I think they'll come to a true, honest to goodness contract. And here's the other thing. With Joey Porter's father's ties to the organization, even though they were with the old coach, but he's still one of the kind of Steeler legends. And with Joey Porter being kind of a competitor there, he doesn't, and being young still, I don't think he's wired as one of these guys that wants to stand there and not practice and go through some protracted sort of some protracted business deal with the Steelers. I actually don't. I think he understands from an optic standpoint, nobody wins in that.
Yeah, I think that family they're classy. They're classy people, and I love it. They do such wonderful things for the community.
I am glad you said that. For as rough and tumble and as gruff and whatever as Joey Sr. comes off in the exterior, he's never lost and will never lose his reverence and respect for the organization. And so I think that shines through and will shine through in this. Does that make any sense to you?
Oh, it makes 100% sense. And it really speaks to what I said about it's a classy family. They carry themselves with great pride, great decorum. They do so much for the city. They have, the charity events. They do all the wonderful things. They do represent Joey Sr. and Joey Jr. do represent the heart of the city of Pittsburgh. So I don't think it wouldn't be wise for anybody to have a contract dispute with Joey Porter. It just really wouldn't. Nobody wins.
Yeah, I'm talking myself into this getting done kind of sooner rather than later. There was one more thing. And now I forget what. Oh, do you like that they go away to camp? That they go to a true football camp?
No.
You don't?
No.
You'd rather it just be practices on the south side?
Yeah.
How come?
I just think back to that natural environment. They don't go away for the regular season. I would just like to see it be consistent straight through. How many teams go away?
No, it's down to like 5 or 6, I think, at this point.
Yeah. No,
there's really not a lot anymore.
I wouldn't do it. What are you proving going up to St. Vincent, no air conditioning, 100 degrees in your room? What's that prove?
They have air conditioning now.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they're like modern dorm rooms, but still, I get what you're saying. That they had some players had much better amenities in high school for their camp than they do in the pros.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't subscribe to that at all.
All right. Last question for you.
Yes.
When the Steelers come out, first game of the season, who is the backup quarterback? Who is listed number 2 on the depth chart?
Will Howard.
I agree with you. I think Rudolph's going to get traded.
I think it's a perfect opportunity for them to get something. And I think they'd take a receiver.
I think that, or some help on either line. I'm with you. Because you can never discount Steeler injuries either.
No, for sure. That's exactly right. So what you're doing is looking for a backup, something, a backup tackle, a backup guard, backup something. And by the way, I think our center is going to go down in Steelers history as one of the best to play for us.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I do.
Okay. All
do.
right.
I think he's got it.
Fair enough. All right.
No, wait, I'm not done.
Oh, you tell me. What do you got?
I don't know if anybody's actually listening to this.
No, they go back and watch it after it's already completed. A lot of people do.
Don't forget the backpack drive on August
14th?
Yeah, please bring us backpacks. Otherwise, I'm going to call you out.
No, there's a lot of people already lined up.
Okay. Well, you're the number one supporter, and I love you for that. And
it's important because I told you last week, proactive charity and proactive things like this are much more important. No, they're not more important. It's just in a different scope and a different scale for me, because the amount of people who are too prideful to ask for help, you eliminate that component of it. Everybody knows when somebody's house burns down. Everybody knows when somebody's in a bad car accident. But there may be kids or parents who would never ask for a backpack just because it feels, eliminate them needing to feel uncomfortable and just give them to the charities that distribute them.
That's a great point. You're going to be here August 14th, right? Very
early. Yeah, I'll be up, work out, get done with my workout, have a little breakfast or coffee, and then boom, I'll be over there. Absolutely.
Hey, what's your show time? What time's your show on?
2 to 6 each day.
2 to 6. I need to get you moved to a different time.
Yeah, earlier.
I want you earlier.
Make it happen.
I want to hear you.
Let's go.
Okay. Would you be willing to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'm on it.
Okay. I'll talk to you.
See ya.
See ya.